Linda Blair just proved that timeless style doesn't beg for attention, it owns it with quiet force, and Starbuzz is here for every detail of her recent images that have fans buzzing because they showcase not just clothes, but confidence, authenticity, and a presence that feels both powerful and approachable, and from the very first glance you sense something different, because she doesn't try to be anyone else. She simply steps into the frame with her shoulders back, gaze steady, and the kind of calm poise that makes the camera lean in as if it has known her forever, and when you see her in dark jeans, boots, a soft t-shirt, and that fitted black jacket, you realize it's not about flashy trends, it's about knowing who you are and letting your choices reflect that, and then just when the tone shifts, she turns up the light with a silky blazer that hugs the waist, a colorful scarf catching the sun, and a grin that softens everything around her, proving that elegance doesn't require excess, it requires intention, because the details matter, the rolled sleeve revealing a bracelet with meaning, the subtle chin tilt that lets light kiss her cheek, the easy stride that sends fabric gliding with her movements, and suddenly the picture feels alive, like you can almost hear the quiet hum of admiration in the room as heads turn to watch her walk by, and then she takes it further by grounding her style in everyday street looks, worn sneakers, a vintage tee, a soft denim jacket, loosely waved hair, natural makeup with a warm glow, and shades that add just the right edge, and as she chuckles mid-stride, her smile makes the whole frame feel genuine, because style at its core isn't just about attire, it's about attitude, and Linda draws you in with what can only be described as serene fire, balancing strength with care, boldness with grace, and then in the studio shots, it becomes crystal clear, no elaborate setup, no overblown tricks, just clean backgrounds, light, and trust in the lens, and she looks into the camera as though she's speaking to an old friend, with a head tilt or half smile that shifts the entire energy from cool to warm in an instant, and fans are noticing not just her style but the subtle nods to her passions, like pins or charms that honor her advocacy for animals and causes she holds close, weaving them into her fashion narrative without overpowering it. And Starbuzz sees the genius in how she makes those details part of the larger story, showing that true influence isn't about perfection but about purpose, and what ties it all together is how she moves, how she stands, how she embodies that rare mix of strength and gentleness, and as the looks progress, each choice in color, texture, posture, or accessory becomes like a note in visual music, building toward the finale, because when she steps out in the final look, a cropped leather jacket slung over her shoulder, a sharp black jumpsuit with rolled sleeves, layered chains shimmering in the light, and boots that ground the whole ensemble, it's not just about fashion anymore, it's about aura, the way the cloth shifts as she approaches, the way her smile eases into view, the way her final wink at the lens ties it all up in one unforgettable moment, proving that genuine style doesn't need to shout, it doesn't chase attention, it owns it, because bold can be kind, simple can be striking, and Linda Blair reminds us that true elegance is ageless, effortless, and unshakably real, and the magic doesn't end with the outfits because what lingers is the sense that she's telling a bigger story, one that weaves her personality, her causes, her history, and her future into one seamless visual narrative that fans can't help but admire, and when you break it down piece by piece, you see that her approach to fashion isn't about chasing trends, it's about setting a tone that feels authentic, layering each look with intention and emotion, like the way she plays with fabrics that flow when she walks, giving her presence movement and rhythm, or the way she chooses colors that reflect her energy, soft earth tones when grounded, sharper contrasts when bold, always keeping it real, and Starbuzz notes how fans resonate with this because they see themselves in it. They see that fashion doesn't have to be unreachable or overdone, it can be practical yet powerful, approachable yet commanding, and that's the balance Linda strikes so effortlessly, reminding everyone that you don't need a closet full of couture to exude elegance, you need awareness of yourself, posture that tells your truth, and details that mean something to you, and when she winks at the camera, it's not just a pose, it's a statement that style is personal, alive, and evolving, and the lesson she leaves is one that transcends fashion altogether, showing us that confidence, purpose, and authenticity are what truly set someone apart, and if you're taking notes from her playbook, start with one meaningful piece, carry yourself with calm assurance, let your smile do the talking, and never forget that the most powerful accessory is confidence, because Linda Blair just reminded the world that true style is not about the fabric you wear but about the life you breathe into it, the stories you choose to tell, and the fearless way you decide to own every step you take.